Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to MochaEmpressOracle and Tarot channel. It's good to see you. I'm so sorry I've been gone for a little while. I've been trying to take care of some personal things as far as like renovations with my house and some other stuff. And I'm sorry for my absence. I really am. I hope everyone's doing well. I'd like to thank you for coming by, stopping by, and watching the video. Today's video is we're going to be doing the Grand Junction spread, and that means it's in honor of the Grand Junction between the planets Jupiter and Saturn in the sky. They're coming into the Aquarius degree, and I'd like to ask you if you could please like, share, subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications as to when videos are posted. And please like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Anyone who wants to have a personal reading or donate anything to the channel, all that information is located in the description box below the video. So thanks again for coming. Like I said, this is for the Grand Junction of Jupiter and Saturn. And the cards that are associated with the Grand Junction are the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Star. The Wheel of Fortune is for Jupiter. And it's like, no matter what the outcome, the wheel is going to keep turning. So it could be good, it could be bad. It depends on how you look at it and how you respond to it. So, but no matter what, you can't stop the wheel. It's just like life. Life just keeps going. It's not a straight pattern. It's twists and turns, up and down, side to side, back and forth. So the wheel, it just keeps going round and round. But, you know, no matter the outcome, you know, it still keeps going. So the world is represented by the planet Saturn. The world means completion, happiness, joy, accomplishment, everything. All your needs have been met. All the hard work that you've done, here it all is. You've gotten everything you wanted. That's the world. And the star. The star is representing in the Grand Conjunction. The star is representing the zodiac sign Aquarius. A lot of people think that Aquarius is a water sign because the pictures that you see that represent Aquarius, the sign Aquarius, is usually a woman holding a container, like a pitcher or a water carrier, and she's pouring water. Well, no, she's not a water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. And what she's doing, as you can see in the picture, is she's returning the water back to its source, back to where it belongs. Aquarius is, they're humanitarians. They're into activism, social justice, collective, being in the collective, having a collective. And that's what she's doing in this picture. She's got one container of water. She's pouring over here, and it looks like she may be giving the flamingo a drink as she's pouring it back into the water, back into the pond. The other hand, she's returning it where it's supposed to be, putting it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards for this Grand Conjunction spread, if you just take a few minutes and try to remember the cards that I held up representing the planets, the wheel for Jupiter, the world for Saturn, and the star for Aquarius. So if you just spend a few minutes or a few seconds while I'm shuffling and focus on the card archetypes that are influencing this month. Try to tune into the energies and the messages that you hear from this reading. Okay. I'm going to set these over here. The spreads that the card decks that we're using today are the Angel Tarot deck and the Tarotorial deck. Now these cards that I held up, they're from a completely different deck. They're from the I think it's called the Cosmology deck. Hang on a second. I left the box over here. I don't want to say it wrong. Cosmic. I said it was Cosmology. The hell is Cosmology? The Cosmic Tarot. That's where they came from. The Cosmic Tarot. So I only used it like twice. I didn't really realize until now how beautiful the cards are. But it's from the Cosmic Tarot deck. Okay. You see how beautiful they are? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put these over here while I shuffle. We have seven questions, so we're going to have 7 cards for the spread. Shuffle 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Here's good. Use me as a vessel. Give you a message for this grand conjunction. Maybe for our growth card. Okay, so we have the areas of growth, achievement, luck, responsibility, inspiration, action, and outcome. Okay. 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 The first card, the first question is in the area of growth. And the question is, in what area of my life do I need to grow more? In what area of my life do I need to grow more? The card in that position is the Hermit. So spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. In what area of my life do I need to grow more? Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. In what area of my life do I need to grow more? According to the energy of this card, I would say in your spirituality. The area of your life where you could grow more would be your spirituality. By doing that, by spending time with yourself, not going out to the clubs every weekend, not going shopping all the time, not going over to everybody's house every time you leave, your house. You have to be somewhere, go somewhere, be around people. Just spend some time to yourself. Spend some quiet time to yourself. If you have a porch, or if you have a nice backyard, or if you know where there's a nice path that you can walk along, or if you know someplace where you can just sit, like in a park, or the bookstore, or library, or someplace where you can just sit by yourself. You don't have someone talking in your ear all the time. You don't have your phone, not looking at your phone. Put your phone down. Turn your phone off for a little while. A couple of hours a night. Just sit quietly. Listen to some music. Reading a book. That's meditation. Meditation doesn't always have to be with you sitting somewhere, with your legs crossed and your eyes closed and you don't have to do that to meditate. You can just sit somewhere quietly, think your thoughts, journal. That's meditation. If you just take a book, an empty journal book, and just start writing what you're thinking, that's meditation. Spending time thinking to yourself, spending time with yourself. You don't always have to be around other people. All that is distracting, is keeping you from learning more about yourself and thinking thoughts and being creative, So you don't always have to be around other people. You don't always have to be somewhere where there's noise and activity and movement. Just sit somewhere quiet. So the area of your life to where you can grow more would be in your spirituality. And that's by spending time with yourself. Self-discovery. That's where you could grow more. Maybe something's going on to where that's really needed right now. You just need to spend some time with yourself. Figure out why you're repeating certain patterns, behavioral patterns. Okay, the second question in area is achievement. The question is, what have I achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? What have I achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? Four of air. This is someone that's needing to take time to rest, relax, relate, release. That's what Whitley said. And what was that show called? Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it said relax, relate, release. Yeah, just take time to rest. Just take a small vacay. Go to the beach for the day. Go rent a room at a hotel overnight and go back home. Drive to the mountains for a few hours and come back. It's just get away, take a little time just to get away, be by yourself. It all falls in line with this hermit. Allow more time for decision making. Meditation may provide the answers. So what have I achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? Four of air. Now fours do signify stability, grounding, excuse me, success. You might have to clarify this one. But the number 4. What have I achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? Air. Intelligence, intellect, logic. Yeah, let's clarify that one, okay? Oh, okay. 4 of Wands came out. I didn't even get to shuffle that much. 4 of Wands came out. Harmony, relaxation, celebration, home, community. The question, what have I achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? Four of Wands can also mean home, like the foundation of a home. So 4 of Wands could mean someone working or renovating their home, redecorating their home space. Gosh, this sounds like it's talking about me. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Can I start renovating? May resonate with someone else. But this is, the 4 of Wands is saying that someone's could be returning home, or they could be spending time with people, or they're in places that they're familiar with, that feel like home because it's so enriching to their soul. It's so familiar. It feels like home. It's not quite home, but it could be home. Feel like home. Or just could be someone just taking the time to soak up, just look at life and just be happy. Just realize, okay, I'm happy. And just be blissful and just appreciating the good things in life. That could be 4 of Wands energy. Someone who's just in harmony with life. So it could be one of those things. What have you achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? That you've established a firm foundation to your future. That you're that's what you're working on. Being more grounded. Pull one more. The only thing is that yeah, you need to ground yourself It says, what if I achieve that deserves to be acknowledged? Being grounded, staying grounded, because this, I'm sorry, I didn't mean I forgot to show you. Seven of Cups in reverse is saying someone is confused, they're overwhelmed by something, they're feeling overwhelmed. So to keep from feeling that way, you have to ground yourself. You have to make sure that you're looking at everything that's real. You're looking at reality, that you're not getting lost in the fantasy. So what have you achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? That you know how to ground yourself. You know how to stay in the now and reality, that you don't get lost in the chatter and the craziness, the hecticness. You know how life can just get so crazy and overwhelming. You got all this stuff coming at you, and you're trying to achieve all this stuff and do all this stuff for yourself, and not just for yourself, but if you have children, you're trying to help them meet their needs and do their stuff, and then your spouse or your significant other. So it's like it's easy to get lost in all of that. That's why this Four of Air is telling you need to take time to rest. You need a vacation. Allow yourself the time. Meditate. And if you start feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Let it out, and then make the decision. Okay, don't feel so overwhelmed that you're just snapping out the answers, because you may regret answers that you give, or it may bite you in the ass in the end. So it's better to meditate and take time to answer questions, especially something that is involving something major, a major decision. So yeah. Okay. The third area is luck. The question is, where has luck guided me? Queen of Fire, which is also the Queen of Wands. She's someone that's confident, that's focused. She has a zest for life. She's like, okay, come on, let's go, let's do this, let's go here and not party all the time, but she likes to live. She's not afraid to do anything. She's not afraid to take a risk, to do what makes her happy. She doesn't care what other people think. She stretches her wings and she flies. She doesn't underestimate herself. She asserts her independence and her creativity. But she's graceful when she does it. She's not cold, heartless, calculating. She's confident, she's warm, she's independent, and she's graceful at the same time. Powerful. So luck has guided you to the Queen of Wands energy. You can have Queen of Wands energy and be a man. This is energy. This is not saying Queen of Wands or Queen of Fire has to be a woman. That's not what this is. Energy is energy. It's not for one particular gender. It's the energy. So the fourth area is responsibility. And the question is, what do I need to take more responsibility for? What do I need to take more responsibility for? Justice. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. What do you need to take more responsibility for? Standing up for yourself. Standing up for your beliefs. Don't be chicken. Don't be afraid to speak your mind and defend yourself. Defend what you believe. That's what you're taking more responsibility for. with this grand conjunction energy. Taking more responsibility for what you believe in, for standing up for yourself, for your justice. Okay, the fifth area is inspiration. And the question is, where can I find inspiration for my next steps? Where can I find inspiration for my next steps? Three of Fire, which is also Three of Wands. Oh, sorry. It says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. And it says again, where can I find inspiration for my next steps? Three, Fire. Might have to clarify this. Abundance. Where can I find inspiration for my next steps? Let's clarify. Three of Fire, please. Three of Fire, please. Clarify Three of Fire. Three of Fire. Clarify Three of Fire. We got the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. Two of Cups indicates marriage, lovers, union, connection, partnership, romantic love. And the Hanged Man is circumspection. It's like how you view, your view of what something is, what you, or how you, your perspective is changed, how it's changed from what it was before, some kind of metamorphosis, suspension, sacrifice. Now the Two of Cups right here, it could indicate that there's like a strong partnership or connection between you and someone else. But that connection is something that's built on equality and mutual respect. It's positive. The Hanged Man is you see things differently from other people. They don't quite understand why or where this is coming from or why you look at things a certain way, but that's just how you look at it. And because you look at it that way, you feel like you're alone, that your friends, family, loved ones are not supportive of that. I mean, this may be a situation to where you're having to make a decision, but you're not quite sure what to decide. And so by looking at it from a different point of view, it may help you make that decision. So That could be Hangman as well. Just when doing that, just, you know, breathe and try to keep an open mind, you know, try to internalize it and say, okay, now what if this was me in this position, or, you know, type that sort of thing. Just try to internalize your choices and take your time. Now, remember, it says, where can I find inspiration for my next steps? Okay, with the Two of Cups and the Hangman, I'm thinking if you but if you like, look at this person that you're involved with, that you have this connection with, they don't look at things the way other people do. They don't fall in line with everyone else. Or that could be you. Maybe that's how they view you. Or maybe that's how you view them. But between one of you, someone is the type of person where they don't fall in line with everyone else. They look at things totally different, in a different kind of way, from a different perspective. And it's inspirational because it's like, especially when it comes to like when people are having a disagreement, or someone's controversial and they're causing, you know, controversy, or causing people to talk and gossip and stuff. Well, you know, you can look at it from a different perspective and kind of make people understand why they're doing a certain thing, or why this was said. That's just an example. So, and by doing that, it causes people to not necessarily want to argue or fight or react negatively. It makes them stop and say, okay, well, you know, maybe you're right. Okay, you know, I've never thought of it that way. It makes them start to turn and look at it from a different perspective as well. So, yeah. So where can you find inspiration in your for your next step? Inspiration in the fact that you or someone close to you can look at things from a different perspective, instead of looking at it, you know, with blinders and thinking, okay, it always has to be this way. And it doesn't, that's not the case. You can take inspiration in the fact that you know things aren't always what they seem, and that there's always an explanation for something, that you don't have to look at it one way. It can be looked at a different angle, or a different way. I hope I'm making myself clear. Okay. The next area is action. What do I need to take action on right now? What do I need to take action on right now? And the card is Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands, which is events moving at a fast pace, something moving at great speed, that delays are over and many things are happening all at once. So, action. This is if there's an action card, this is one of the most actionable action cards because it's saying something's moving very quickly. But the question is, what do I need to take action on right now? Let me see. Let me clarify that. Eight of Fire. Clarify the Eight of Fire, please. Oh, okay. One more. Okay, 8 of fire. Okay, so what do I need to take action on right now? The cards to clarify the 8 of fire are the 4 of swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. And 4 of swords in reverse is saying that someone is feeling burnt out. They're feeling stressed, stagnant. They're feeling restless. They're exhausted. And the Queen of Cups is saying someone needs to focus more on themselves. They need to do some self-care and stop neglecting themselves. So, what do I need to take action right now? This to me is saying that someone needs to, it looks like someone needs to take a break immediately. Doctor's orders. It looks like someone needs to practice more self-care and take care of themselves and take some time to themselves. Remember the very first card was, in what area do I need to grow more? Your hermit area. You need to put yourself in hermit mode, you know, for a little while and take some time to yourself. Do some self-reflection, some spiritual growth, some self-discovery. Because if you don't take time to take care of yourself and take a rest and take a break from people and things and life, you burn out. You snap. You go off. You say things that you don't mean. You do things to people that you don't want to do to them. You may be suffering from insomnia. You're damaging your body that way by not getting sleep, by a lack of rest and sleep. You may fall asleep at the wheel driving. That's dangerous. But it does take a physical toll on you when you're exhausted and you're not getting enough rest. Your body starts shutting down. You start getting sick. So that means getting sick and making your family and your loved ones and your friends worry. That means having to take time off from work that you really don't want to do. Especially if you're in an hourly job, an hourly position. That will look bad on you, on your record. And your boss is only going to allow so much. Your supervisor is going to only allow so much. And then you might get fired and you might get laid off or disciplined. So yeah, it says, what do I need to do to take action right now? You need to take a break. You need to take a vacation, a small vacay. Take some time to yourself. Do it. Plan it on your calendar. Plan at least a couple of times a month. Say, honey, you know, if you don't mind watching the kids, I'm going to drive to the beach for the day, or I'm going to drive to the beach. I'll be back in the morning, or something like that. Or even if it's, you know, honey, let's leave the kids. I asked my mom if she can watch the kids. Let's go to the beach for the day and come back tomorrow, drive back tomorrow and get a room or something. Just to get away from it all. Just drive to the mountains, drive to the beach. Go drive 90 miles in any direction and then drive back. 90 miles or 90 minutes. You know, just to get away. Okay, so the last question is the outcome. Where will this inspiration and action lead me? Knight of Air. Knight of Air is someone that's intelligent, decisive, tireless, idealistic. Events that occur with great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So this to me is saying that this is someone who aggressively pursues their goals. So these other things that you could be working on, your growth, as far as like taking some time, spending some time to yourself, getting some rest. What else? Getting some rest. Using your Queen of Fire energy, and you know, being assertive, being independent, and then going forward and making this is standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs. What else? Looking at things from a different perspective. Not always looking at things through blinders, you know, through rose-colored glasses. Realizing that things aren't always what they seem. Things can be looked at differently, you know. You don't always have to have the same. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, this outcome makes sense. This energy is making sense. This is saying, okay, what this is really saying is, okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. In what area of my life do I need to grow? You need to spend time more on yourself, working on yourself, doing shadow work, self-reflection, trying to figure out why you keep repeating certain behavioral patterns and learn how to break them. Figure out what it is you need to do to break them so that you can push forward. You can stop being stagnant and stop walking around in a circle, keep doing the same thing over and over again. So if you work on yourself, you can get past that, you can jump over that, and you can go forward in life. You can start walking towards your goals, trying to reach your goals, and actually achieving that. Because if you're doing something and you keep repeating the same behaviors over and over again, you're not getting anywhere. You're just walking in a circle. So, yeah, the first thing you need to do is grow in that area. You need to figure out what it is that you're doing as far as like these negative behavior patterns. You need to break them. What have you achieved that deserves to be acknowledged? Well, if you take this time to rest and to do your shadow work and everything, you'll establish that foundation to be a better you, to move forward, to start being able to work on yourself, to meet your goals, to raise your vibrational level. Because right now, with repeating all these same negative behaviors, you're still down here on a certain level. And you want to keep going. You want to keep going up and up and up. But you can't if you keep running around in a circle with the same behaviors. So while working on yourself, establishing that foundation for yourself, you're building yourself up and up and up. Okay? Also, this allows you, also, you know, you need to make sure that you're taking care of your body, you're getting the rest that you need, you're taking care of yourself, trying not to get so overwhelmed with everyday life, because I know especially people that have families, people that have children, especially small children, it's hard to take time to yourself. That's when you and your spouse or your significant other, or if you're not with anyone, you're not with your children's parent, then that's when you and the other parent need to get together and say, okay, you know, I'm feeling overwhelmed. If you could please, you know, watch the kids on, you know, every other weekend or something like that. That would give me time to, you know, get some rest, clean the house the way I want to, go run errands, whatever. And then, you know, the next weekend you have off, and, you know, that type of thing. That'll, you know, I've been in a situation like that, and it's worked. It works. It helps. It's very helpful. And that will help you de-stress, to declutter, to clean, to pamper yourself. Just take a hot bath. Wash, you know, clean your house the way you want to. Wash everybody's clothes. Have all the clothes hamper empty for once. All the dirty dishes in the sink clean for once. Go do some grocery shopping that you need to do that you can't do through the week because you have to go to work. You have to come home straight to the kids. You don't have time to go to the store. So, but you know where I'm trying to go with this. As far as the area, and then what this is doing, this is allowing you to work on yourself so that you can build your self-confidence up, so that you can feel good about yourself, so that you can be more warm towards people. You won't be stressed out and cold and, you know, mad and agitated and cussing people and all that type of thing. It draws you into this more Queen of Fire energy. You're feeling loving and warm and confident and feeling good about things. Now you're like feeling, okay, I can do anything. You know, I'm feeling good. Got my rest. You know, I got to do this, blah, blah. Okay, you ready to go. You ready to take them risks and spread your wings and fly and get out of there and go do. That's what Queen of Fire energy is going to do for you. Now, as far as like responsibilities to help you continue on this journey, you need to take a stand for yourself. You need to keep standing up for yourself. Keep standing up for what you believe in. Don't let other people scare you into not doing what you want to do or not believing in what you want to believe in, because then you start losing that Queen of Fire energy again. Okay, and then you're going to find yourself back in those same patterns. You're going to have to start all over again with hermit mode, you know. Take some time to yourself, start building back up so you can get back to the Queen of Fire energy, okay? Keep that Queen of Fire energy. Deal with your justice, okay? Deal your justice. Let people know, hey, you know, you can't push me around. This is what I believe. This is how I feel. So on and so forth, okay? Inspiration. So from that, where you can find inspiration is in people that you love. The fact that you're working yourself up into that status of abundance because you're getting yourself healthy, you're feeling good about yourself. Even your significant other or people that you love, they're looking at you different, like, okay, you know, looking at her a different kind of way now, from a different perspective. They're not trying to take advantage of you anymore. They understand that you know you're trying to reach a goal, and they're there for you, and they're there to support you. So also the action. What action do you need to take right now? You need to take some time to yourself. You need to start the self-care process right now. Now is a good time, okay? Because we're all in this pandemic. We can't go nowhere. Most of us are on that, we're on like some kind of restrictions to where we can't go out a certain time. After like here where I live, you can't go out. I mean, you can go to the store and everything, but after 10 o'clock, unless it's an emergency, unless you're a healthcare worker, essential worker, you know, you're a fireman or police officer or a nurse, unless you're those things, you're not supposed to be out after 10 o'clock. There's a restriction going on. So in the meantime, that means take care of yourself, pamper yourself, do some reading, watch some self-improvement videos or whatever. Just do you. Okay, take care of you. And so the outcome for that will be the Knight of Air. Where will this inspiration and action lead you? It will lead you to the Knight of Air, which is someone who is aggressively pursuing their goals. Someone that is fierce. Someone that is determined to get to that level that they want to be. Whatever that is, whatever it is that you're working towards. You're going to have to start with all this other stuff first in order to get to Knight of Air. And then after Knight of Air, Queen of Air, King of Air. Emperor, Empress. The world. Remember the world? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? So, yeah. Okay. So see, there's all a connection. It's a connection. Everything's connected. Everything. You can't have a healthy outcome if you're not healthy. You know what I mean? Whether that's physical or mental. Because you need both. You can't work yourself crazy. You can't work your fingers to the bone. You can't work all kinds of late hours and a mega amount of hours without that affecting you mentally, because you're going to be drained, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to work all day and then try to come home, clean the house, make sure the kids are doing their homework, cook the dinner, clean the dishes, make sure the kids are ready for bed, and then when they go to bed, do some laundry, clean the house, keep cleaning the house or whatever, and then have some time for your significant other, then get some sleep, then you're waking up, doing it, starting all over again. See how exhausting that sounds? So you can't do it all. You can't do it all, especially if you have children. So you're going to have to delegate some of that authority and say, okay, we're going to have to get these kids to help around the house. When I'm not here, and I'm still at work and I'm going to come home, I expect you guys to do your homework, have your homework done, and then you assign everybody a chore. And then when you get home, all the dishes have been washed. Whatever dishes they decide to dirty, they need to wash them and put them out of the way. And then cook dinner when you get home. Make sure the kids are fed. And then have somebody else wash the dishes, or if you want to wash the dishes while they get ready for bed or something like that. You know, I mean, it can be done. It's just consistency. And make sure that you're not trying to do everything. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Don't overwhelm yourself. Okay? Because that will lead to you being restless, burnt out, stressed, exhausted. It's that Four of Swords in reverse. Okay? So that is your grand conjunction reading, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. That was my first one. I liked it, actually. So that's the energy. That's what you can do during this conjunction energy, is work on that. Okay? Make yourself a plan. Make a plan for the week. Make a plan for every day. This is what we're going to do every day. And then put it on a calendar or something like that. Hang it somewhere. Just make sure that you're getting your rest and you're not stretching yourself thin. Okay? Because I really want you to get to this outcome. I really want you to get to this energy. It says events will occur with great speed. Creative solutions. Take time to carefully review your options. You want to make sure that you're following some kind of plan of action, some kind of POA, plan of action that's going to help you reach your goal, to where you're not so stressed out, you're not so frazzled, because you can't move forward with other things that you want to do, or creative solutions, or creative solution being something that's going to move you forward as far as like your job position. I mean, this could all ultimately be affecting your abundance. Your Three of Fire. Remember, Three of Fire is it's abundance. Things look very good. It says make long-term plans. So you can't make long-term plans. You can't plan for your future. You can't plan to get a promotion or move on to a higher paying job if you're exhausted to the point to where you're sick all the time and you're calling in sick and your boss is getting mad at you because you keep calling in sick and it's going against your work record. It don't look good. Nobody's going to want to promote you or anything or recommend you for a higher paying job with more tasks, with more responsibilities. You're like, okay, well, why would I want to promote her to something like that? Why would I want to promote him to something like that? He's always calling in sick. Every time I turn around, he ain't here. He's too tired. He's falling asleep at his desk. She's so tired she can't see what she's typing because her eyes are so tired and exhausted. She keeps falling asleep, not paying attention to what she's typing, making all these errors. So you really need to pay attention to your body. Pay attention to what's going on with you. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm sorry again that it took me so long to come back on the air. But yeah, life was trying to take over and I had to I had my stuff going on. So I had to put all right, get back. Now I got to do some more recording. But anyway, I love you guys, okay? I'm going to try to do some zodiacs before the end of the month, before it flips over to a new year, okay? But in the meantime, I want you guys to have a safe and merry holiday. I'll say merry holiday. Happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time off. If you're going to go see family, please do it safely. Okay, drive safely. Social distance safely. Wear your mask safely. Because remember, it's better to go ahead and wear your mask even if you're around family, especially family that you don't live with. It's safer with family that you live with. But if you're going to go visit family elsewhere, please wear your mask, okay? Or everybody go get tested at the same time to make sure, that, and do the rapid testing so that you don't come up with the COVID, okay? But I love you guys. Have a happy holiday, and I'll see you sometime next week, okay? Love you. Bye. Peace, love, and light.